What's up, YouTube? Lord Xander here. I'm gonna give my quick 2 cents of episode 2 and 3 of Disney Marvel's Moon Knight on Disney Plus. Now, honestly, I wouldn't be watching this show or, definitely not paying for it, but, another family member has generously shared their ID and passcode so I can watch, Disney. And of course, she lets, let them have the access to, all the old school Disney shows and stuff, Mickey Mouse, yada, yada, yada. But anyways, I definitely wouldn't say that this show is, or any of the shows, is worth, paying Disney to have access to this, because this is behind a paywall. You can't watch this unless you do some shenanigans or have a Disney Plus account. But anyways, moving on. All right, so I'm not going to play the episodes, and there'll be some spoilers here and there. So my revision of the first episode, The Goldfish Problem, Stephen Grant totally nerfed in the show, made to look like a, kind of a silly idiot. He's a store clerk in the museum, doesn't know what's going on, and the badass of his persona is, of course, the Mark Spector. And he finds out that Mark Spector has a wife and stuff, and so they're playing the dissociative identity disorder pretty well. I'm gonna give him props on that. All right, so on to episode number 2. All right, Summon the Suit. So the Steven persona takes a backseat, starts to take a backseat to the Mark persona, but his wife, Layla, Mark's wife, comes in and saves the day, which is fine, I guess. But she's kind of overshadowing the Mark Spector character, in my opinion. But there's a little MacGuffin that has a little tracking device to this evil Egyptian goddess, and of course, Mark Spector's the avatar of Khonshu, the god of vengeance or whatever, blah blah blah. All right, so moving on to episode 3. So Mark's in the driver's seat here. So Mark and Layla are kind of kind of doing their thing to save the world, from Ethan Hawke's cult, trying to revive the evil goddess. So there's this political stuff, there's other avatars to the other Egyptian gods and blah blah blah, whatever. So kind of some boring kind of politics, and of course Mark Spector being the avatar, and his the god he's representing get kind of politically outsmarted and yada yada yada. But they do let the Stephen Grant character shine by figuring out like a star map thing, and the finding a puzzle, and with this mummy that was stolen and on the black market, blah blah blah, whatever. But I hate to say it, but this series, out of all the Marvel shows that are currently on Disney Plus, this is the best one, but this is not saying much. I'm gonna give them props. They have good special effects. I do like the Moon Knight suit, and I like the fight scenes, and how for the most part the Mark Spector character is played out. Oscar Isaac's good actor. I love his energy. He's doing justice, I believe, to the character. Again, Mark and Layla, they have this thing going on where she's still loves him, but there's the itch of divorce because of Mark disappearing, because Steven took over or whatnot. So they're kind of playing that dynamic, interesting, you know, the little romance thing, I guess, for anyone who might be interested in that stuff, ladies or otherwise. But they could have more action and make it more interesting. But like I said, not a whole lot of stuff going on. So right now you have 3 seasons. New season episodes will be released on Wednesdays. So episode 4 will be released this coming Wednesday of this week. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how they play out the characters, because the bad guys put they took the mojo out of you know, Mark Spector and the suit and the powers at the end of the episode, but they knew the location of you know, the tomb and all that of the evil goddess with the star map thing. So they did give a chance for this Steve Grant persona to shine, like I mentioned before. But like I said, I'm just kind of watching it to review it. And I said this is the best series overall that Disney and Marvel has produced. But if you're watching my earlier videos, all the shows, even this one, pales in comparison to what Netflix did with Daredevil, Luke Cage, hell, even Iron Fist, you know, and Jessica Jones. Did a whole lot better than any of these Disney Plus Marvel TV shows. But I know, like I said, Moon Knight's the best one so far, and that's not saying much when you have you know, the comparisons made. So we'll see how this kind of show goes. You know, it's all right. I mean, it's not like, you know, anything to jump up and down about. If you have a choice between watching this and, say, What If or WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, spend your time watching this one, because the other ones are just really not worth it, in my opinion. Not good shows, especially Loki. Oh man, they really nerfed the whole Marvel universe and the character Loki on that one. But anyways, that's another video, another topic, but let me stay on task here. You know, like I said, there's my boy Oscar Isaacs. I think he's doing a good job of playing that dissociative disorder really well. But like I said, I don't like the fact that Stephen Grant, if I remember my comic book lore correctly, again, I'm not like one of these fake ass fans that, oh, let me just Google search and pretend I know everything. I believe he was the cab driver persona of the trio of personalities in Mark Spector. So there hasn't been a third personality show up yet. You know, we just have the Stephen Grant and Mark Spector, you know, thing going on between the characters, and you know, Moon Knight is the suit as they describe it, not so much his character. So, you know, a little weird stuff. Again, everybody who is a strong, hardcore comic fan knows that none of these shows were really made for us, not for the comic fan, not for the, now I'm not the biggest Moon Knight fan. I did like the character. I do have some of the comic books in my, you know, my collection here, in my long boxes, you know, back issues. But, you know, I'm not gonna lie and pretend like, oh, I'm the biggest, you know, Moon Knight fan, and, you know, this show is awesome or this show sucks because of XYZ. So I'm kind of watching this show as interviewing it as kind of a half normie, half comic book fan. The character is pretty cool in the comic book, so I recommend you know, you get the trade paperbacks of the old comic books, and they're pretty good to read. I don't think they were bestsellers. I remember the show, not the show, but the comic books, you know, stopped and started again. But back then, you know, there was a lot less one-sided partisan political propaganda. But again, I don't want to get into topics that aren't about this review here, but I liked it, and you know, it is what it is. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we will see you at the next one. Bye-bye.